Have you ever helped someone and then realized they didn't deserve it? Did it make you angry and disappointed? Well, you're not alone. I'm gonna tell you a story that may change how you see kindness. It was a cold night. Light snow was falling. I had just finished my work on the farm and I was walking along the road toward the village. On my way, I saw a woman standing beside her car. She was alone. It looked like her car had broken down. I walked closer and said, "Hello, ma'am. Do you need help?" She looked a little nervous but answered politely, "Hello. No, thank you. I'll call a mechanic." I said, "It might take a while for someone to come. On a night like this, maybe no one will show up until morning. Let me take a look. I used to be a mechanic." She hesitated for a moment, then said softly, No, it's fine. I don't want to trouble you." But I insisted, and finally she agreed. The wind was cold and sharp, cutting through my jacket. I told her, "It's freezing out here. Please wait inside the car. I'll handle this." She nodded and sat inside. I started checking the engine. Minutes passed. The work turned out harder than I thought. My hands were numb and my face burned from the cold wind. Meanwhile, she was sitting comfortably in her warm car, talking on the phone and paying no attention to me. That wasn't fair. With every passing minute, a hot, quiet anger began to burn inside me. But then I remembered that she was standing beside me at the beginning. She didn't want to go sit in the car, and I was the one who told her to do that. So why was I upset? I didn't know the exact reason. Maybe I wanted her to come outside and talk with me, or at least look a little worried about me being in the cold. I wasn't sure why, but the anger was still there. Finally, I managed to fix the problem. I walked to her window and she rolled it down. I said, "It's working for now, but you should see a mechanic soon. I didn't have the proper tools to make a permanent repair." She thanked me quickly and then asked, "How much do I owe you?" Her voice sounded nervous, maybe upset by the phone call. It was obvious that she was in a hurry. I said, "No need to pay me." Then I wanted to ask, "Could you give me a ride to the village?" But I felt too shy. I waited a moment, hoping she would offer. Instead, she just said, "Thank you very much for your help," then rolled up her window and drove away. A wave of anger and bitterness hits me. How ungrateful she was. I fixed her car in the freezing cold and she didn't even give me a short ride. Yes, I knew I hadn't asked, but shouldn't she have offered? I started walking toward the village again, and after a while, my anger began to fade. The thought of my warm home, my wife, my daughter, and delicious dinner waiting for me made me feel better. Gradually, I started to think more reasonably. Maybe that woman truly didn't think to offer right. Maybe she felt unsafe giving a lift to a stranger in the dark. Maybe if I had asked, she would have said yes. After all, she had asked how much to pay, and I was the one who refused. She was in a hurry, and she left. That was all. Most importantly, she hadn't even asked for my help, and I was the one who insisted. So, was my anger really fair? What wrong had she actually done? I couldn't answer. As I walked through the quiet, snowy road, I thought that I should have a kind of map in my mind, a plan to follow before helping others. That map goes like this. I ask myself, if I help this person, will I expect something in return afterward? If the answer is yes, then I should say it clearly before helping. I should tell them what I expect and see if they agree. If I can't tell it, then I have no right to expect anything later. Because maybe if they knew what I wanted in return, they wouldn't accept my help. For example, I should have told that woman, I'll fix your car, but could you give me a ride to the village afterward? Yes, I know, that's the kind of exchange and not pure kindness. But sometimes that's okay. I have to care about myself too. I don't always have to help people selflessly. Sometimes a fair exchange can be better for both sides. But if the answer is no, if I just want to purely help someone, then I should be clear with myself and say firmly, I'm doing this because I want to do something good. I have no right to expect anything in return. If they decide to repay me somehow, that's a gift, not something I should demand. It's important to think about this before helping anyone. I'm not obligated to help in every situation. I'm human too. If I don't feel ready to help, that's okay. But if I choose to do it, then I shouldn't expect anything back. Instead, I can enjoy the good feeling that comes from doing something good for someone else. Helping others purely and kindly is a wonderful thing. It makes us feel valuable, powerful, and human. It gives us the sense that we can make the world a little better. And that's beautiful. But we should also care for ourselves. If we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to help others and then they don't act the way we hope, we'll only end up feeling anger and resentment. I had reached a good conclusion, and right then I arrived home. I knocked on the door. My wife opened it and hugged me. A few minutes later, I was having dinner with my daughter and my wife. A warm home, a loving family. That's happiness. Thank you so much for watching and spending your time here. If this story touched you, please like the video and follow for more wise stories.